They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Super 66. Starting left here.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hardball. Left 20. Two. Starting left here.
On second down, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 49 yards. Now Goff on first down. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down.
76.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
There's Keenum now on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, Keenum. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Keenum to Sanders for the Denver first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Keenum now on first down. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Keenum. He's going to float this one deep. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 44 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Super one. Go, son. 120. Louis. Go. 14.
Goff on 1st down. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hard ball. Tiger. Go, 12, go. 5.
Here's Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
DC. Go, 12, go.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to Denver right after this.
Lift. We're good. Orange. Go. Maverick.
Throwing on third. Gone. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And his kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Keenum. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Demaryius Thomas taking it in. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, I'm trying to erase this deficit. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Goff now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Gets around him, finding some room at midfield. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And he'll be taken down at the 26. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, gone. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now gone. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hey, go, Roger. Roger.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 53.
On 2nd and 10, Keenum. Steps away to his left. Looking long for... He's got a man! Complete! Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On 1st down, it's Keenum. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Roger.
3rd and long. It's Keenum. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Hey, go, Roger. Yeah, we're good. 58, boy, 58. Hey, go, Roger. Roger.
They are going for it. Keenum. Sanders has it over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw, it's Keenan. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Roger, Roger, Roger.
On play action, it's Keenum. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He was...
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act the fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. That on my bacon, big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Goff. And incomplete to open things up. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a long... And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
He gets it to Thomas. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about it.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Ramik Wilson not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Keenan, and he's going to go down again. Samson Abukum in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. On 3rd and long, it's Keenan. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, 26 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Starting left here.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Maverick. Hey, lift.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Five. Hard ball. Shell.
On 1st down, Goff. Trying to lay one up deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Back in his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
On 53. Hey, 52. Yeah, we're good. Roger. On 53.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenan. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Keenum. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
After the interception, here's Gall. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a first down. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He's going to get it running right. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Go. 5.
Here's Gall. And this is going to be incomplete. The veteran Adam Jones there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Emmanuel Sanders, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And it's up and good. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, it's gone. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. DeMarcus Walker able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. On the toss, it's Gurley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. 3rd and long. It's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Goff again. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Orange, orange, orange. Go, 12, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Super 1. 12.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
11.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Higbee, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more.
And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Keenum. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Keenum. And incomplete on the deep ball. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Goff on 1st down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy's stone-faced wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And, we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They run a draw here on second down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They will go for it. It's Keenum. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. 11 more on that one and another first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to...
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. A big run there by Gurley. 51 yards on the ground. So Gurley gashes the defense. And a lot of people say, do you take running backs early first round? Do you want them that high? Surely you're happy you took Todd Gurley that early.
Without a doubt, Dr. Seuss. I love the way that got done by you.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
12.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
14.
To throw is gone. Going up top for Cup. Stewart Shetland, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he is all the way up past the 25.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
Back now in Los Angeles. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Going up top. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with it.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now, 2 up right now, I'm two, on one day on my third, I was 2 broke, now I'm 2 rich, made 100K on my third shift from a boy, so, boy, and I'm a gangster, and you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Ooh, right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew up right now. Cause we 2 up right now.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Go, 12, go. Obama.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
DC.
Here's Goff now on second down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Hey, lift! 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 Lift!
Now Gurley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
We go. 180. Starting left here.
They'll run. This is Brown. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Shell. 14. Merlin. Out, we go.
Goff now looking to throw. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Out of the gun. Goff. Then he'll find his target. Woods. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. He's got his man on the crossing route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. On first down, Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Cousins to throw it this time. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Back to the air. Goff on second down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Ric Flair, Cornell. 12, 12. 17, 17, 17. Go. Harbaugh.
From the gun, here's Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Orange. Go, 12, go.
From the red zone now, Goff dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Starting left here.
Now Goff. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
As Minnesota comes back onto the field, let's take a peek, Charles, at what they've done so far this year. 1-2-1. A tough Week 5 matchup at Philly. Yeah, this was a team that many thought could be the best in the league. Not the start that their fans envision.
Yeah, not the start, but their fans may want to reflect back to last season. This team started 2-2. And then won 8 in a row and 11 of 12 on their way to the NFC Championship game. So maybe just a little bit of patience with them now. The deal for Kirk Cousins in the offseason, I think, is paying great dividends, even though the record doesn't show it. 10 touchdowns against only 2 interceptions. I thought he was marvelous last Thursday night against the Los Angeles Rams. Matched Jared Goff essentially throw for throw. He was terrific. Their defense, the aspect that's supposed to carry them, that's what they have to show up right now. And their head coach, Mike Zimmer, says, we're going to get that done.
Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph, for a Viking first down. Cousins on first down. Forced out to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, Cousins. just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On second down, Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Third and long for Cousins. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, lift! Lift! Lift!
Now a handoff for Gurley. He finds an opening past the 40. And down right around the 37. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Goff now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects it.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley from 17 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4. Down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Play action now. Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Cousins now to throw on first down. Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, lift! 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 Value three! Value three!
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Twos. Push it back. Push it back. Starting left here. Hey, 5.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. And Cook has it left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Second down, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Hey, we're good.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. First down. Here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On play action, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It's a former star crosstown at UCLA, Anthony Barr, in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go, 12. Let's go.
To throw on second down is gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Tiger, Tiger. Starting left here. Maverick, Maverick.
Just beating the play clock is gone. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Mark Barron in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Now a second down throw for Cousins, escaping the pressure right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first down throw for Cousins. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now it's the backup Simeon. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal, eluding the tackle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Super 66.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
11. 11. Go.
From his goal line here, Goff. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Wide.
Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
Obama. We go side. Black 20. Check 15. Check Dula.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Starting left here.
Here's Gurley. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That good for 19 and a 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. 20.
Gurley again here on first down. Fancy footwork at the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Tight end right. Tight end right. Shell. Here goes tonight. 20. Drop deep. Let's go. 12. Let's go. Set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over at their own 20-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Cousins again. Lets it fly for Thielen. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.